Oh, yeah. Welcome to the Rather Be Golfing podcast. My name is Josh. I'm with Kennedy and Sean, just a tip, Rick. Welcome back, fellas. Welcome back. Season 3. We are here.
Boys are back in town.
The boys are back. No Kopi. Upsetting we don't have Kopi. But Kopi has a real job.
Yeah, Kobe's doing big boy stuff.
Kopi has a real job, has a test to study for, so he can get this promotion and fund the podcast.
Good for you.
More expensive podcast.
Yeah, that 3,000 that you were supposed to get. I guess Kopi will get it.
I think it's out of commission. Now they're up to the podcaster 5,000.
We'll call it
Goals, baby.
the Kopi 3000.
Better and more expensive.
The Kopi 3,000. I love it. Oh, boy.
I'm very excited for season 3. I think this is going to be the year for Rather Be Golfing. 2025 is the year of Rather Be Golfing podcast.
Oh, yeah? We growing up?
We are growing up. We got new things. We got a new logo. Trying out a new logo. Let's know what you guys think.
I like the white. I like the mics. That's a good addition.
Good
I
addition.
feel like that's mostly what we
The
do.
font reminds me of like a Grateful Dead.
Yeah.
Or
Yeah,
like
you know?
Fish, psychedelic.
Yeah, I had a couple shrooms when I was making it.
Yeah.
But I think it came out well.
Yeah, it looks like it's gonna, move or sport.
Now,
It might.
did Jackson have a say?
He did not. But he laughed and smiled at it.
Nice.
So
He approved.
I don't know if he was laughing at it or approving it. I don't know. But
I'll go with the former.
yeah. But I'm working on some merch too. Some hats.
Oh, I'm a hat guy,
So,
too.
I know you are. I don't know if I can find a big enough hat for you though. It's gonna. I mean, you and Kopi both have giant heads, so we're gonna
7
work
and
on
5/8,
that.
baby.
We're the complete opposite of that spectrum.
Yeah, no.
Tiny head.
Tiny heads.
I do not have it. A lot of braid up there, boys. I don't know if you knew that.
Yeah, but you put in a lot of work. A few solo vids. You're trying to.
I'm trying to get into that Instagram game. Do some solo comedy bits. It's fun doing it.
Oh, that wasn't real?
No, that wasn't
that
real.
was all real.
Say this would
Yeah.
be quite
So that wasn't your buddy
frustrating
in the-
season. Is it
That wasn't my
possible
friend,
that you were frustrated?
Oh,
enough
he's
to
here.
maybe
I don't even know that guy's name.
You got to come up with a name.
I know. I should have came up with a name. I'm like, fuck.
Got to come up with a name.
But,
So when's the last time we recorded? May.
It was a while ago.
yeah, something like May.
A lot of stuff happened between then.
Yeah. If we go into a new season, we're going to be a little less abrupt. And we were talking about Kennedy's leg injury.
Yeah.
And he's back kind of walking.
That was very faint. I don't think I was here when you guys were talking about that.
No.
But yeah, I'll get into that a little later, though.
All right, we'll talk about that a little later. Little recap of our golf season.
Yeah, because mine was non-existent.
Very minimal.
Minimal? I think I watched you guys play golf. That's about it.
Yeah.
And YouTube. That was the extent of my...
Sean, what about you?
I didn't really play much at all either.
No, you were slacking this year.
The first couple of months I played probably less than usual. And then I just kind of got frustrated and got to a point where I just didn't care anymore. And I really didn't play hardly at all between July and up until now. Maybe played once or twice, had a scramble in there. We actually have a scramble on Saturday that I won't be prepared for, most likely, because I have.
That's right. I was just worried about the weather. The weather is actually going to be, it said it might rain a little bit, but it said 60s. You can't beat that in
pretty
November.
good for the second
Listen,
week.
do you find yourself, when you take some time off, you don't like dial it back a little bit? Like you give yourself a little bit more lax going into maybe say a scramble, and you actually perform better?
No.
Sometimes that does happen.
No.
I know you're very anal and OCD with your golf game, but
No, I just forgot how to play. I can't.
sometimes a little bit of time off goes a long way.
I mean, golf
I
is
should
fucked
know.
up like that. Golf is fucked up because I shot my best round ever. I shot a 72 at West Sable.
And didn't you take some time off before that?
No.
Not time off, but like
I mean,
you didn't play as much as you usually do.
yeah, I mean, having the kid definitely slowed me down a little bit. It's not like the past couple of years. But when I shot the
72, God.
when I
dang.
shot the 72, even par at West Sable.
Did you get your tour card yet, or what?
No. Because after that, I completely forgot how to play too. I had a couple of good rounds after that, but I'm like, I went straight back to the 80s real quick.
Easy come, easy go.
I know.
Be lucky to sniff the 80s. My goal is to get back for the summer. That's my goal.
Back to walking.
No, well, I mean, I'm kind of walking now, but
These boots were
Like-
made for walking.
it's not gonna be 100%, but
It's been a
hopefully in the
slow
90
recovery.
percentile.
What
Yeah,
was
it's
the
slow.
what was the
All right,
recovery
so I'll
time
get
that
into
you
it.
were given?
So I ended up tearing my ACL, my meniscus. I had a complex sprain in my MCL and my PCL. It's a lot of L's in there.
Yeah.
So I've been cooped up for a while. Been doing PT. I got surgery in July, which was about 3 months ago now. I'm going to PT for 3 hours a day almost. Not a day, but like every other day.
3 hours a day.
Per week. Yeah, it's bad. They're bending me. They're doing all sorts of stuff that don't feel good. So it's like my doctor said I'm on the right track right now, but it has been a slow process, and I don't know when I'm going to be 100%. So my goal is next year when I go away for that Migo tournament that we do every year in the end of May, early June. I missed that last year and it killed me. It's the first time I missed it in like almost 20 years.
I think you can make it back. I mean, if Nick Chubb made it back.
Yeah, exactly. I know. You look at all these NFL stars that absolutely get their leg decapitated.
And you're going out to play golf. I
Yeah.
think you'll be fine.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you know what it is? I got to slow my swing down. It's going to force me to do a lot of stuff that maybe I wouldn't have tried. I'm going to have a different swing, I think. I don't know. I mean, I can't tell now, but
Now it's your front leg or back leg?
my front leg.
Front leg.
So, I mean, I could power up. It's just,
Yeah.
it's that
I
transition.
think the back leg would be better because my knee surgery was on my back leg and I came back to play pretty quick. So,
Talking about two completely different
Yeah.
human beings here.
I know.
Yeah, I was talking about guy that,
You would already, if you were in his shoes, you would find a way to already be on the golf course.
Yeah.
100% true.
Yeah.
Mm.
I don't know. That's
yeah, but you
pretty
never
bad
tore your
injury.
ACL.
Like my shit was only meniscus, so
Yeah.
it's not as bad.
And so to not to cut you off, but with the meniscus, they scoped yours, so that's a faster
Well, not the
recovery.
first one.
Oh, they repaired it.
Yeah.
All right, so that's what they did for mine.
The second one, they just took it out.
They told me that because obviously when they go in there, they don't know
Mhm.
what they're gonna do yet because
Yeah.
they need to there's other factors involved in if they want to fix it or just scope it. So my doc, when I woke up, he told me that we went in there and fixed it because, I saw a lot of stuff that was in your favor to fix it. So, yeah, so he fixed it and he told me, he's like, the bad news is you got another 4 to 5 weeks of added recovery on top of everything else that happened.
Yeah, I'm kind of shocked they fixed yours because they looked at mine. It was the same way. It was like, oh, you kind of, because I was 34. And you're pretty fucking old.
Yeah, I
now.
know. Again, when I woke up, I was shocked that he said that because my age, I don't really do anything physical.
Yeah. I mean,
Other
he
than
probably
the
looked
gym,
at you and
like,
he's
what do I
like,
do?
that extra weight. I'm like,
Yeah,
you
that
need
extra
that
weight,
cushion.
yeah, that's
you know?
another thing.
I'm like,
Those ding dongs and DoorDash, man.
hey,
The beers.
I got you a present.
Not a
bud.
lot to do when
I
you're
got you a
injured.
present.
Oh, shh.
I know.
Nice.
Caitlin
Thanks,
told me
bud.
to make sure you got a few.
You got my fit. At least they're mini. As long as they're mini.
Yeah,
not the
you
big
can pop
ones.
them. Little pop 'ems. I know. We had a little Kennedy weight counter.
Yeah. Oh, it's bad.
I'm
I'm
we're
up
going
there.
to have to reweigh you because last time you were like 235.
I was like, when I got, again, was I in shape? No. Before this happened? No, not at all.
What do you think he's at, Sean? Looking at
Just
him.
looking at you coming down, I gotta admit, I was a little bit disgusted when you came down those stairs.
Wow.
It's mostly a beer gut. So,
Yeah, the smell was potent. Also,
Yeah.
when you came over here, just trying to just keep my consciousness.
Hmm.
I would say you gotta be just a ballpark looking at you, 265.
oh,
I was going the same.
okay.
I mean-
you guys are far off.
And
All right,
what,
we
I
said
think I'm
you-
around that. I haven't weighed myself.
what
in a
were you
while,
at when you
We
got
said
hurt?
you would get to
I was like
270, right?
235 when the injury happened.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I gained, I might be be
25?
around that. Like I gained like 25, 30.
25, 30,
Yeah.
35.
No, it's not that high.
Because
I
we
know
said
that.
he would get to 270.
Because
right?
a few weeks ago, it was only like
He
250.
could be at 270 for all I know.
I know.
Dude, there's a lot of wings, man. I didn't realize
Ooh.
how many times I eat wings and
New Instagram post, Kennedy weight counter.
Yeah. No, that'll be when I'm fixed.
Well,
The Kennedy weight counter going down.
going down.
Let's go.
I know we should do that for Rip right now.
I am
This guy's looking
doing-
fucking trim.
I wasn't going to talk about it, but
How
What?
much you down?
Is that where your weight's going? To me?
I can't say.
What the hell?
He lost it. You found it.
Listen,
I thought you were my partner.
I've only been at it. Yeah, we're working together in some way.
So we can't just lose it all together. It's got to go to someone.
You're taking the weight.
God
Yeah.
damn it.
Yeah, we got the monthly weigh-in with my buddy. We're having a weight loss competition. 6 months.
When'd you start?
A month ago.
Okay.
I don't want to say how much I'm down because
No, that'll ruin it.
Yeah, it'll.
What
ruin the climax.
What are you doing differently?
I'm just watching
now
my
that you did a
cows,
month ago?
Intermittent fasting. I need to get some more exercise in, but I have gone for some early morning runs.
What about the mac and cheese and French fries? What was it? Chicken nuggets? What was the?
I've very rare occasions. I'm definitely eating cleaner. For instance, tonight for dinner, I had a nice meal of turkey sausage. That's it.
That's it.
Yeah.
Turkey
Oh
sausage.
man, you're calorie
Wow.
deficient yourself. I like it.
Yeah, some
So you're
egg
just-
white
you're just-
omelets, some
You're going head first out the
a
deep
lot
end.
of grilled chicken. But I have mixed in some, some less.
See, he's got the money motivation. How much is the bet for?
It's not a money thing. I
Not-
mean,
not a money thing?
there is money on the line, but that's not the main motivation.
All right.
It's just because I
gotta do
don't
something
like,
stupid.
I don't like to lose. No, it's nothing.
It's competitive.
Yeah, competitive. And I've wanted to do this for a long time, and I finally got the motivational push to get started. And once you get started, it's kind of addicting in a way.
Yeah, when you get back, we're gonna put a bush light on a string
Well, I mean,
on
so
a treadmill.
hopefully I'm back quicker than. So my thing is 100% is I'm thinking the summer. I could still hopefully work out and do stuff when I'm a little bit farther along than now, but I'm hoping by January I'm able to work out and stuff again, and that's when I'm gonna go on my kick. No,
Yeah,
no,
I mean, you could work out now. You
I'm
can
gonna
get to
work
the
out.
gym.
I'm 1 month alcohol free. Believe it or
What?
not, yeah,
You're drinking a White
Whoa.
Claw right now.
January.
Liar.
January, calm down.
Oh, he's calling a shot. All right.
Calm down. January.
Oh, okay. We're looking
when my
we're
knee
looking
is
into
farther
the future.
along, yeah.
The way you
I
said it.
can't do anything. I can't work out. I could probably go and do upper body stuff.
Have
but
you ever gone a month without drinking booze?
I don't know.
That
I
means
don't
no.
think so.
Since you were 12.
I don't remember. A month is a long freaking time. A long time. So I don't know. We'll see. I'm gonna eat right. Hopefully I can go back to the gym by then. So
All right.
new year, new me.
I would love to see you
That
lose
old-
some poundage.
That
you
old
know?
saying, 2025.
Yeah.
New year, new me.
I'll be at the gym. Sure.
That'll last a month.
For a month.
Then I'll be 270 by May.
Dude, you're going to be in the gym lifting, shaking from the fucking alcohol detox. You're like,
I don't know. I might join Orange Theory or something.
all right. You can go with my wife.
All the girls go.
Well, we believe in you. Not really, but
All right.
You got to prove.
Well,
you
I don't
can do
believe
it.
in you.
You haven't proven it.
I could see
You're
it.
right. I haven't proven it.
I could see it.
The alcohol is
I
going to be
hope
the
you do it,
toughest
though.
part.
Yeah.
You know why? Because I have FOMO. That's why. So anything that's going on,
Yeah, you can have a good time without drinking.
yeah,
It's called a problem.
yeah. Am I, do I have a problem?
Hey,
Damn.
rather be golfing, helping people's lives.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
gonna try to get
Hey.
off energy drinks. I'm gonna try to do a lot of
Oh,
stuff.
you, whoa, buddy.
I'm going off the deep end like he is.
Pump the brakes, my friend.
Nah,
One at a time.
brakes. What's that?
I don't know.
Nuh-uh.
All gas, no brakes, just like the Jets, right?
Yeah.
Worked for Salah.
No.
My guy's gone.
I mean, I don't know. I don't agree. I don't really agree with it. I never agreed with firing a coach in the middle of the season. I just don't understand it. It's not his fault that they're losing. It's a lot of shit.
Yeah.
You can't just put a Band-Aid on.
You
on
got to
that.
blame somebody.
I mean,
you know.
You got to blame somebody, especially when you just keep adding pieces and it just keeps going off the rails.
It's become very clear who the chief of that organization is. It's number 8.
Aaron Rodgers.
Number 8. He
Yeah.
owns your team.
He's calling all the shots. You know
he
what?
owns the Jets.
Yeah.
I love Aaron. I love him. And as bad as the loss to the Patriots 2 weeks ago was, they beat the Texans.
Yeah, I almost like
in a game where, honestly, the first half, I think he had like 25 passing yards or something. No points.
I think it was 33. I
33.
looked that up.
Fine. Well, would you bet the over?
No, but I looked to see how bad he was doing, and he was doing bad. It's just like I assumed.
They did have a touchdown. Corley, what's his first name? Malachi.
Yeah, Corley, but
the touchdown that was nobody's fault but his.
I think my neighbors heard me. When that
Uh,
happened.
I actually went to sleep at halftime because fuck this. And I was.
They're
I could-
unwatchable.
I couldn't believe what I saw
And-
when I woke up.
They're so unwatchable. The shit like what happened with Corley
Yeah,
came to fruition, and something happens every single week.
they're a
with them.
laughing stock of an organization. But the second, it was like the tale of two games. As bad as the first half was, the second half a tale of two halves. The second half, 3 touchdowns from Rodgers, and
I don't know what was said.
Yeah, I mean,
halftime, but
it must have been the what was it? The cayenne water.
yeah,
Cayenne
the
water.
pepper in the water.
The magical juice.
Is that why I gotta get on?
Garrett Wilson.
Huge day.
Yeah, he just pulled some magic out of his hat.
He did.
That's
I mean,
what we've been
all
waiting.
right,
to
let's
see.
go back to that. Do you think that was an actual catch?
Yeah.
I didn't. You know what? As
Because
many,
then you go to Pickens' catch.
the one in the end zone you're
He
talking
had the
about.
two, the 2 feet down.
Yeah.
Same
That,
foot.
I think they were both catches.
You think
Because I heard that on a talk show that
like
they're
a
saying,
shin
I guess 2 feet
counts as, but
to
a
the
shin,
same foot being down at 2 different times,
but
doesn't count.
1
as
foot and
being in.
the shin of the same leg counts as
Yeah,
a,
I guess.
I don't know.
Look, as many times as it showed the replay, I could not see how it could have possibly
Been a
been a
touchdown.
catch. But I don't. These guys know the rules. Obviously, they're looking at the same things as me. They can watch it over
Is
and over.
this right here?
Do they?
Gene Steratore.
Is me putting my wrist down? Is that being down, or is this
A hand is not down.
but is this down?
It shouldn't be.
No, the elbow.
Like this is down,
That's down, I guess.
It has to be
right?
The, it
So
has to be
this
the
is
elbow.
down, right? Is that
It
down?
has to be the elbow. That's not down. This isn't
So
down.
this
either.
isn't down.
But like, if you just land on your elbow, then go out of bounds, should that count as down?
Yeah.
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 The
An elbow
is the
counts as
same-
one.
The elbow's the same as the knee.
Yeah. The only thing is you have to
Right.
have 2 feet in.
But a shin,
Everything else is one.
a shin shouldn't count. I don't think a shin.
And I've seen some crazy stuff.
Well, I don't know.
So I
You
have.
know, Gene Steratore. Who's
Then
the,
in-
who's the
the-
other guy that they always
Dude,
call?
the
in
script
New
said
Jersey?
I forgot.
I forget. Gene Steratore, and there's somebody else, some other rules
Oh,
expert.
yeah.
But
They always joke around saying they don't know. You notice that?
I don't know. I mean, they're the experts.
They're like, well, I don't know. But they lead with that every time.
I
Yeah, it's
trust. I
hilarious.
trust what they say. Obviously, I don't.
Yeah, but they don't
had
want to
access to the
badmouth
same
their
video that
their
we
friends.
saw. And they decided that he was in, so I guess he was in. I don't.
I don't know. I disagree with it. I think Pickens' catch should have been a catch.
Yeah, I agree. Actually, I forget who it was, but he's like, since when is two? Oh, it was Pat McAfee.
Yeah.
He was like, since when is two the same foot?
Well, they must
Not
have.
two
Doesn't count
feet.
That's 2
They
feet.
must have justified it somehow. They had to explain it. Like
Is that in the
Well,
rules?
it's
They
not
don't
in-
have
it wasn't in
anything-
the script. That's why.
Yeah, it's not.
yeah,
The
I
jet
guess.
win was
So
the jet win was
Yeah, it was.
finally.
so is
I mean,
this,
they were saying that was better than Odell Beckham's catch.
Did you see it?
No chance in hell. Odell's catch was way better
the
and
one
was
on-
actually a touchdown.
This was a touchdown too.
I don't
that was like 10 years ago.
Yeah, but
Giants fans
we
live in
still
the
talk-
past.
we still talk about it.
Is it too little, too late for the Jets?
I don't think so.
I
I mean, if you look at the NFL right now, you have a couple top teams, but everybody else is kind of a shit show. They're like up and down.
yeah.
And their strength of schedule is not that hard.
Yeah.
They play the Bills.
I mean, the
Once
Bills
or
are kind of
twice.
I was just
far
trying to
ahead.
look up their schedule.
The
Jets.
Bills were
It's one of the
7
easier.
and 2. 7
I-
and 2. Jets are in second at like 3 and 6.
3
Right?
and 6.
Yeah, they're 3 and 6.
But they're
They don't have a shot for the division,
So,
but I don't think their
preseason-
wild card is out of the picture, honestly.
Well,
They-
preseason, I thought they were going to be. You don't want to know what I thought they were going to be. I thought they were going to go like 15 and 3, or what is
I
it,
think
15 and
every
2?
Jet fan did.
or 14
What
and
about you,
3. I
Sean?
think
What
I
did-
said
what did you-
14 and
what'd
3.
you think?
I had.
I thought
I thought the only thing they were missing was a freaking quarterback, and I thought
realistically,
we had it. We had him.
Then you had a better record with Zach Wilson.
I know.
realistically, I probably would have said 13 and 4. at the start of the
That's
year.
realistic.
And you know what's funny? I said 14-3, even with a 50-50 shot at beating 49ers the first game. That was with that.
But do you know the Jets' history?
I know, dude. I tell myself every goddamn year,
I mean,
don't get your hopes up. And
I mean, you had to expect
happens.
it was going to take Aaron Rodgers to get back from an Achilles.
40
No,
years old.
40 years old.
39, back from
Not a
Achilles
joke of an
injury.
injury.
Yeah,
Um,
and you can see it. He still has the arm. He shows little flashes of vintage Aaron Rodgers, but his mobility is just not there. He can't move.
I think he's trying too much of do those like laid back passes all the time, like throwing off
He's
the
just
back
not
foot,
mobile.
like flicking the ball.
He looked mobile
like-
last game, though.
I don't think he has to be mobile. I think he has to actually step into his throws more.
I mean,
I think our offensive line isn't as good as I
I
thought
think
it
that's
would
been a
be.
big-
Yeah.
yeah, and
I mean, we lost. We don't have a couple guys, but
all of the penalties.
a lot of
bad
penalties. Oh, that's another thing. Penalties.
He's been hit so many times from his blind side. Like it's like a miracle that he hasn't gotten hurt again. But he can't move.
Yeah,
He can't move.
the penalties. How many times does the zeros hit on the play clock? And they have to either burn a timeout or they have to.
Was it the
quick snap
Patriots
it.
game where they
It's
had to
every game.
in the first quarter they had to
It's
burn all of their
every
timeouts in
game.
the first half?
Well,
that
that's
was
with the new
especially
coach.
bad.
too.
Well, who's calling the plays now?
What the
yeah,
hell
they-
is it?
they-
Todd.
they- yeah,
the hell
Todd
is his
something.
Because the offensive
something like Ennings or something like.
no, that's
James
not
or
it.
something like that.
offensive coordinator is not even calling the plays anymore.
Todd Downing.
Downing, yeah,
Downing.
Yeah.
yeah,
Um,
yeah. So they're on their third callers
Yeah.
or something. I don't know.
yeah.
I don't know.
You should just have Aaron Rodgers pick the plays.
I mean, he might be.
Yeah.
I want sexy
I think he
Rexy
has
back.
a lot of.
Whoa.
That's what I want back.
Whoa.
I think Rodgers has a lot of autonomy and decision, like making control.
Well, yeah. I mean, that's the way he's always been. That's the way he
It's
was
funny
in
that
Green Bay. Like,
Every time they lose, it's like, all right, what are we gonna do? We lost. We'll fire Salah. Okay, we'll change the play. We'll give.
Yeah.
We'll get Devontae.
and then he goes
yeah,
on
we'll go get
Pat
Devontae
McAfee
Adams.
and says he's not involved. I love that. That's the best. Yeah, I'm not involved.
No.
I just give my input.
I just get
Yeah,
every
your input
player
is
off my old team.
What happens?
It's
Yeah.
so frustrating because it seems on paper, it seems like they have all of the pieces.
Yeah.
They've had some injuries on defense,
I think they're just
but
they're
they
not.
just can't
Their
get
defense
it to,
sucks
Has it really
compared
been
to
that bad,
last year.
though? Well, compared to last year. I mean, they had a.
They were a top 3. They're
Yeah.
not even in half.
I would
well-
say they're, what, at 12? I would say
I think they're
12.
outside of that.
Yeah, you think?
I think. Yeah,
Because I feel like they
all
haven't.
right,
There's
I'm
a
not
couple of
gonna-
games where they
maybe
lost
not
like
stats. Eye test,
12-9.
dude.
Like,
Watching other
it's not like
games,
they're putting
man.
up
There's a
shit
lot
ton
of other
points.
teams that have.
Dude, there's
good
only
defenses.
11 guys on the field. Like if you have one or two starters who are down, it's a big deal.
Well, I mean,
CJ
they're no,
Mosley
not
has
really.
been out
There's
most
a lot
the
of
year. Jermaine
there's a lot of
Johnson.
subs and stuff. There's a
Still,
lot of
though.
rotations that are involved on defense. Maybe not so much on offense. Maybe like the receiving core. Other than that, there's a lot of moving parts on defense
Okay.
between corners, between different packages.
So you
between,
still think that they should be able to withstand one or two injuries and
well, I think we already have. Jermaine Johnson went down. Now, he was a huge part.
yeah, that's what I was just saying. Mosley's been out for a lot of the
Mosley's
year.
been out for most of the
They
year.
just got Hassan Reddick.
Yeah, but you know what? Oh man, I watched that guy. I don't know if he's just not in football mode yet, but oh my
Probably not in
god, he
football
was
shape.
getting tossed around like a rag doll.
I'm sure.
He was getting hit from every which way. I don't know if they were like had a plan to do something against him. I don't know, but holy crap, he didn't do shit.
Gardner has been banged up. He hasn't really
Garner
missed
looks
that
like
much time.
I
but
keep calling him sour sauce because he hasn't looked anywhere remotely near what he did last year.
Yeah,
not even close. But I was saying earlier, so I thought their schedule was going to be what was the easiest part, but actually now that I'm looking at it, like teams that I thought were going to be good aren't. Like the Seahawks, they're 4-5. I thought the Dolphins were going to be good.
well,
Yeah.
I mean,
Did you not? Like
Tua's missed a lot of
Well,
time.
yeah. With
I
Tua
thought the
gone-
Dolphins were going to be awesome, but all those skills players on their team, they're
Well,
2-6.
Yeah, but with Tua gone, fucking.
I know, but I
They had
did not
Skylar
expect them to be
Thompson
2-6.
and fucking.
Obviously, the Bills. I knew they were going to be
Huntley.
good.
It's a big deal. Yeah, if you're missing.
Well, no,
Tua.
trust me, I drafted Tyreek.
This is the
fucking
next
first
game.
round.
We're playing the Cardinals at 5-4, Colts at 4-5, Seahawks
Colts
at
ju-
4-5,
Colts just benched Anthony Richardson.
Dolphins at 2-6, Jaguars at 2-7, Rams at 4-4.
Oh, the Jaguars.
Like we're
They've
we're
been-
playing guys that are 50.
Jaguars
Yeah,
have
the
been
Jaguars are
maybe the
magic.
biggest surprise.
Yeah.
How bad they've been.
But we're playing teams that are 500 or lower. There's one game, the Bills, that were playing over 500.
Yeah.
In the next,
I don't think
games.
I don't think the Dolphins are actually a 2-6 team. I mean, they
I
are,
can,
but
I don't think they are either.
they're better than that.
As long as Tua stays healthy, I think they have a shot.
Oh yeah.
To come
Look
back
at
too,
Tyreek.
you know?
What has he done?
I know.
Ever since
Nothing.
he's gone.
Nothing. Trust me, it's killing me.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you got him.
Yeah.
I have him too, but I found other avenues.
First week we were flying. He put up like 23 points. I'm like, all right.
Yeah, it's frustrating. A lot of guys. I feel like a lot of the top.
Yeah, I'm like.
How about people that had Christian McCaffrey?
I know, it's brutal.
What the hell?
Thank God. See, that's why I hate the number 1 pick. Does it ever work out? I feel like it never works out.
I don't know, man. He has a calf injury. Like how?
Achilles.
How does that? Oh, it is Achilles. Yeah, that's right. You're right. It was Achilles. It was.
It's like tendonitis or something like that.
I guess that takes a while to.
Yeah, he wasn't even really supposed to miss any time, and then all of a sudden he's on IR.
Yeah.
Is that a pain problem, or are they just afraid it's going to snap like everybody else?
I think that's what they're worried about.
How do you get around that? Just a lot of time off?
I guess.
It's got to be mentally tougher.
Yeah.
But like the Achilles,
it's all about mental toughness.
The Achilles is so random.
Until it's not.
Achilles is so random. Like you see guys just running off or onto the field from the sideline.
Yeah.
And their fucking Achilles snaps.
Yeah.
So like,
is it the
you
turf?
could try to prevent it.
It can be the turf. But yeah.
How many grass fields are left? Is there still a lot or not?
I think they're trying to go back to them now.
Oh, they're reverting.
Yeah, because the players are bitching about it.
Yeah. Well, so we're going into week 10.
Week 10.
The season's about halfway over.
Yeah.
Giants are still bad.
The Giants are still really bad. Yeah.
Did you have high hopes?
You guys were watching the Jets the first half. Giants first half. Daniel Jones had a passing touchdown and 0 yards passing.
Yeah.
If that was possible.
How's that possible?
How does that guy still have a starting job? I'll never understand.
He
started like 75 games.
I know.
How does this madness continue?
Well, if you look at his stats, he was pretty much
I have his stats
the same as Trevor Lawrence.
Well, you know what? You want to
He's
know
a
what else?
version
He's
of
along
Trevor
with
Lawrence.
too, which is shocking. So Daniel Jones, I looked at him. They're 1,800 yards roughly, 8 touchdowns and 5 interceptions. Right? Guess who?
Pat Mahomes.
Pat Mahomes.
Oh yeah, he's
I
had.
didn't pick at your paper, but
1,600 yards, 8 touchdowns and 9 interceptions, and they're 7-0.
Yeah, insane.
Like that goes to show you how the team.
You know
just
what
come
else?
together.
You know what else?
And they lost their starting running back. Rasheed Rice.
And Rasheed Rice. I mean, they're playing now.
And Smith Schuster is out.
I mean, he came back for one game.
Yeah,
but I mean, he's supposed to be one of their.
No, he got
replacement
signed.
guys.
He got signed last minute.
Well, yeah.
Oh, he did.
Yeah,
he was on the team last year, wasn't he?
Yeah, but he got cut from other teams. He was off the couch.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
But
I mean, they got the DeAndre Hopkins, but he didn't do much his first game.
Xavier Worthy has been pretty.
Or second game. He played 2 games. 2 games.
Yeah, Hopkins.
I don't think he really did too much.
Kareem Hunt.
Well,
I
think
he's
he's
signed you.
He's been
played
playing
well for the Chiefs like 7 or 8 years ago.
He came off the couch and started playing really well.
That's what the Chiefs do.
Well, they don't really have a running back.
They've never had like a good running back.
Their starting running back when Pacheco went down was Steele, who was an undrafted free agent.
I know.
Pacheco's 4th rounder, I think.
No, Pacheco was in the 7th round or 6th round.
Yeah, he was.
I was looking that up a little while ago because I was curious to know. Actually, there was a few guys. Purdy was the last pick.
Yeah,
you guys remember
Mr.
that?
You didn't know that?
Yeah.
I mean, I think I did know that, but I just you don't think about that stuff. Imagine if the Giants or the Jets,
like every fucking
if the Giants or the Jets can freaking land anything after the 3rd round, anything, crying out loud.
Yeah, I know. Never.
I feel like it's like a chore just to land somebody in the first 3.
But like, who else have the Chiefs had? Damian Williams, like a bunch of kind of.
Yeah.
They just patched together winning rosters. They've always had Kelsey, obviously, and Kelsey is getting older.
That's also Andy Reid.
Yeah, it's
everyone
coaching.
But
buying into the fucking culture. Like
they just always find a way. Now Mahomes who's always been the saving grace, the reason why they're able to succeed. Now he's not playing well. No. They're still 7-0.
Yeah,
I know.
Yeah, they're not playing well.
Now it's kind of funny. They've always been high-powered offense, and their defense was always their Achilles heel, for lack of a better term. And now they're kind of a defensive team.
Yeah. Yeah, they're definitely not offensive.
The past year, even last year, they were pretty
Mahomes
defensive.
has 8 TDs in 8 games, or however many games, 7 games. They're 7-0.
Yeah.
And they play
Yeah,
tonight.
I was shocked about the interceptions, 9 interceptions from him.
Yeah, it's not like him.
Yeah,
He usually makes...
good. Fuck that guy.
I know, dude. I mean,
I wanna
as
see
better
him
they're
suffer
playing,
a
you
little
think they
bit.
have a worse record, but they're not. They're 7-0. It's like, come on.
And
What else do they got to
I
do?
just want to see him throw to Kelsey, right?
Kelsey's-
This is like the one and only time I ever drafted Kelsey in fantasy. And I'm like, and he was shitting the bed.
He's finally showing his age, and it was bound to happen eventually.
Oh, he's
35 years old.
He's been playing well though. Recently,
Not
Not
like Kelsey.
last few games, he has. He's been playing really good. He's getting more targets. Let's just put
I
it
think
that
he's
way.
ready to retire.
well, I'm like, Pat Mahomes was just throwing the ball to Rashid Rice. Or
Yeah.
Rashid Rice.
Yeah.
Rashid or Rashid?
Rashid.
Rashid, yeah.
Yeah, Rashid.
Rashid.
There's no D?
Rashid.
No D.
No D, huh?
Rashid don't got the D.
Leave out the D.
Yeah, my boy Aaron Rodgers, 2,100 yards, 15 touchdowns, and 7
Look at you rattling off stats.
So-
I know.
So right now,
Where is
he's
this
looking
coming
mighty
from?
good
Is
amongst...
this the first time you ever did homework in your life?
No, I did it just now.
But you pulled
These
the
little devices that we got
Patrick
in our
Mahomes 8
hands.
touchdowns out of your ass. You're rattling
I know.
off Daniel
Yeah,
Jones
man.
stats. Like, what is this? You've never
Well,
been prepared. For
We had a
this.
little study hall. We had a little technical difficulties.
Oh,
We were
so
here
you
for
had
an
some
hour, so
time,
I had some time.
He had some time on his hands. He didn't want
But-
to help out with the other stuff, but
Yeah.
his-
So prior to let's go back to the Jets for a second. Prior to the Jets winning this last game against the Texans, there's at least 2 people I could think of who were happy with, we'll say, the loss to the Patriots and the fact that they haven't had success. One is Robert Saleh, since he got fired. Zach Wilson.
Yeah.
I think we've all seen the comparisons, how they've compared Zach Wilson, Aaron Rodgers, and the stats are pretty much the same. I think they had a better record last year.
Well,
I think-
Darnold is...
And
pissing me
Darnold
off.
was the third
Darnold,
one.
yeah.
Who I
That
think
guy.
I think he's probably been occupied enough with his own performance.
I know he was crushing
They
it.
were
Yeah,
5
now,
Wow.
I think they're 5-2.
They've been
I mean, don't get me
6-2.
wrong. I like seeing that. It's not like...
yeah, they've been on a.
I feel like
They win this week.
I feel like the quarterback
Ooh.
play has been
They
taking
did,
a
yeah, they
step
won.
back lately.
Uh-huh. Yeah, so I think they're 6-2.
Uh,
I think.
they have 2 losses now.
Yeah, they lost 2 in a row after starting 5-0. I forget who they played, but they played Sunday night,
Mm-hmm.
yesterday night, and they won.
Colts.
Oh, yeah,
Oh,
Colts,
that's right.
Yeah, who benched Anthony Richardson? They have a lot of problems too.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they had to. Joe
Yeah.
Flacco looks so much better.
He does. Well, not in the end of the game. You watched the end of the game?
He's a
Not
game
good.
manager.
He took 3 sacks in a row to lose.
I can't believe he's
Yeah.
still in the league. I feel like he's been in the league forever. He's got to be close
Yeah,
to
yeah,
40.
he's been...
Yeah, 100%. But Anthony Richardson, I'm like, his last game, he threw for like 5 for like 27.
Yeah, it's... Because I think he's scared to get hit. So he's constantly looking at the pass rush.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
then once you do that, then you're just going to look for a hole and then run.
And it's
he
not
shouldn't
good.
be running because of how many concussions he has.
Right.
I mean, he should be running because he's A
That's what
physical
they drafted him
freak.
for.
right. That's yeah. I mean, obviously his arm strength is
Yeah, his
top,
arm strength
you
is...
know, top, but
he's running in the wrong directions.
Yeah.
And like,
Yeah.
and he's a running quarterback. At least that's part of his game. And to have that kind of capability and be afraid to get hit is not a good combination when you rely on your legs as much
yeah,
as he
not
does.
good.
What do you make
but-
of he pulled himself
then-
out of the game? 'Cause he
Oh
was-
yeah,
I think that's what got him benched.
yeah. That's
The memes that I see, man.
Yeah.
that's a bitch move,
McAfee
man.
was like, I've
That's,
never seen that.
Yeah.
From a quarterback, no.
no.
And a 22-year-old quarterback,
Yeah.
no less.
Yeah.
Who's got
And
no
he was like,
miles on him.
I was fucking tired.
I was tired.
That's the old Gen Z mentality.
Imagine if you say you're on a team and you said you're tired to a coach,
Yeah,
and we're not in the NFL.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I'd be
real.
benched.
Yep, and that's what happened to him. He deserved it.
That's crazy.
I mean,
But I don't know. Like people compared him to Jackson, and look at Jackson.
He's
He is
22
killing
years old.
it.
He'll get.
Yeah.
I think he'll get another chance.
Does he have 20 touchdowns?
no, he's
I
gonna
think he
get
has-
another chance.
Um,
It's not like they
I think
can't
he
go
has
back
20
to him.
touchdowns.
Right.
Yeah,
Jackson, right?
He's
he just
might
tied
be might have another MVP season.
he just tied the most perfect passer ratings ever already.
Yeah, he's a hell of a player.
He's
pretty
got
good.
20 passing touchdowns.
You know what's fucked up?
And
I tried trading because I have Jaden Daniels and
two rushing.
in our league, you're allowed one keeper. So I'm like, I'm keeping Jaden Daniels, but you got to keep him on your roster. If you draft him, you got to keep him on your roster.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I got Jaden Daniels and Lamar Jackson. I'm like,
Oh,
I need some wide receiver help or some running
is this
back
a
help.
Dynasty League?
No, it's our league.
Oh,
Fire
yeah.
department league.
Duh.
So I tried trading Lamar for Pat Mahomes. Not for Pat Mahomes. Lamar for Saquon Barkley.
Oh.
I got shot down real
Really?
Yeah.
Isn't Lamar the number one quarterback?
Number 2. I mean, you have Baker. Baker's been killing.
Oh,
it,
yeah,
but-
Baker. Yeah, well, I drafted Stroud.
Yeah.
And I was
Well,
like,
especially
I can't
our
start
league-
him anymore.
Especially our league, we do 0.4 points for every completion, and Baker throws the ball like
a
100
lot,
times
50
a game.
times a game, yeah. That's all he does.
But yeah, he's like, nah, well, I got fucking Pat Mahomes, bro. I'm like, he's ranked like 27th.
Yeah. He
Yeah, but he's
sucks.
still Pat Mahomes.
I get it, but
No, I get it.
I have a guy who's putting up in our league fucking over 35 points a game. Like Pat Mahomes is putting up like 22,
Yeah.
15.
Yeah.
But he's still capable of putting up those numbers. I think that
I guess, but
it's not, his skill set is not necessarily represented in the 8 or 9 game.
Like,
vacuum.
what's his? What? I guess you have to look at his other options on running back. Is it if it's not deep, he'll never do that.
no, it's pretty deep. That's why I went running back.
Barkley has had
It's,
an absurd
Barkley's
season.
crazy.
Like
You
people
see-
thought,
you see the leap?
Yeah.
the
Oh my
backwards
God.
leap, yeah.
Like he leaped over and backwards.
That was like
That whole run,
some-
he juked 2 guys out of their shoes.
I don't know what kind of
and
sorcery
then
that was.
hurdled them backwards.
That I've never seen anything like that. People thought that he might be cooked after his
Yeah.
last injury.
Talk about a. Oh, did you see last week? When Hurts took all 3 of his touchdowns on the 1 yard line
No.
or 2 yard line,
Uh-uh.
Barkley would drive them all the way down. They'd be
Mhm.
on the 1 yard line, and then they do the
Hurts
tush
would just-
push.
Yeah.
3 times they did it.
Yeah.
3 times.
The Eagles are finally, they had kind of a slow start, and they're finally starting to pull it together the last few weeks.
Yo, Sirianni is like, oh, I can't wait to watch like kids to try that, and I'm like, kids are gonna break
Oh,
their
yeah.
backs
Oh
if
my
they
God,
fucking
don't do
try.
that.
Like they're gonna get demolished in the back in their fucking spine.
They actually showed a highlight of Barkley trying to do that in another game with the Giants.
Oh yeah, it
I
did
guess
like
they
a
found a clip.
360 spin. Yeah.
Yeah, and he was like, "Ooh, he was almost there on that
Yeah.
one," and then, boom, second time's a charm.
Yeah, that was insane.
So, what do you guys think we'll talk midseason Super Bowl predictions?
Mid-season. All right. So when we lost to New England, I'll go first. Sorry, guys.
Please
All right, go ahead.
by all means.
Sorry. So when we lost to New England 2 weeks ago, I almost switched my allegiance to the Detroit Lions. I think their offense is so fun to watch. You know what it is? I guess because I like the ground and pound style.
Yeah,
And then they got Amon St. Brown, who's not top receiver in the league. So
he's really doing nothing though,
You're-
which is wild too.
oh yeah, his stats aren't that
No, they're
impressive.
Not,
I don't know.
Not like what they've been.
Yeah, I guess because they've never been down a lot, so it's like
Yeah, but they're putting up like 50 points a game.
they never have to like come from behind where they have to throw the ball 10 times a drive. It's Montgomery,
Yeah.
Gibbs,
It's true.
and then maybe one pass to get a first down.
And
I don't know, man. They're fun to watch.
I kind of thought Montgomery was going to be a little cooked this year too.
I mean, it's funny, you know. I've been watching Detroit now because they're better than the Jets. So I don't know if it's on purpose, but they use Montgomery in the first drive, and then the second series they use Gibbs all drive. It's almost like they switch them back and forth.
I'm
to
sure
keep
they do.
them both fresh,
Yeah,
which is
no,
genius.
they're using him great. But like Montgomery fucking bounced around how many teams before this?
Yeah.
And
He was a Bear.
I just know that he was on the
He was-
Bears.
maybe it just
wasn't he.
Bears.
Was he on? I don't want to screw this up. I don't know if he was
it
on
just-
Green Bay.
I think
either.
it was just the Bears.
yeah, maybe
Just
it
the
was
Bears,
just
right?
Bears.
Yeah.
But like, he didn't really do much on the Bears, but it was the Bears.
Right.
So
But yeah, I almost bought a jersey from him. So I know.
loser.
But then I was like, I couldn't. I had it in the cart, and I was like, I exited out. I can't do that.
Were you gonna? Who?
Jet for life, baby.
You were going to buy a Montgomery jersey?
So that's your pick?
So yeah, that I like them to win the Super Bowl this year. That's my pick.
I think it's a good pick.
Who are they going against? I don't know yet.
Have you seen the stat? The last however many games they have more touchdowns than incompletions. It's like a lot of games.
Really? Well, they don't
27 touchdowns and 24 incompletions.
Really?
Their last like
couple of games.
Not like it's like a
The whole
lot
season?
of games.
Really?
Yeah.
That's a crazy stat.
That is crazy. That's kind of like Jaden Daniels when he had like more touchdowns than incompletions in the first 4 games.
I know it's early. It's only 9 games in, but he's looking like the quarterback
he's
of the draft.
fucking legit.
Yeah,
that
dude.
draft.
He's
I mean,
fun to watch.
Caleb Williams has had his moments a little bit, but early on, Daniels is the guy who, as a Commanders fan, I would have full faith.
Yeah.
Week in, week out of him giving us a good chance to win.
And I didn't think Caleb was.
And he never takes a big hit. Ever.
No, yeah, he's smart.
Like he scrambles and like
you don't need to.
All his rush yards are scrambles.
Yeah, he doesn't need to take a big hit to gain that 1 extra yard.
Yeah.
There's no point.
Yeah.
He's more valuable,
Yeah.
healthy than hurt. And
Fucking
I don't
wild,
think
man.
Richards doesn't understand that. Tua doesn't understand that.
No.
Who else doesn't understand that?
Who's Richards?
Richardson,
Richardson?
sorry.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah, they don't.
Tua, man.
he might be fucked.
You know what's
He
funny?
could
I saw a
be.
clip
He's had some
I
bad
saw a video
concussions.
of a kid watching the game, the Dolphin game, and Tua started to run, and he was like screaming at the TV, "No,
Get
what are
out.
you doing?
Get out. Get out.
And he would slide. And he's like,
Oh.
"Don't do that to me." I was like, "I guess that's how you got to watch a game now with
Yeah,
him
man.
in it."
If he gets one more, who
Oh,
knows?
They
I
keep
thought his
saying
career was
that.
done
They
already.
keep saying that
Everyone was saying.
one more,
Yeah.
and then
Yeah.
he
And
keeps
then he-
getting another one. But
And then he'll be speaking Swahili before you
I
know
know.
it.
And he never has like, there's no good concussion, but like some guys, like they get a concussion, you don't even know they got one.
yeah, his are
His
always,
are like stiff as a board, knocked out, UFC fighter,
Right.
like,
Yes. Like,
I
bad.
don't know. I'm not a
Like
doctor.
0 to 100.
Listen, I'm not a doctor, but you got to think that it can't be totally coincidental that he keeps having these. I feel like his guard for like has got to be. I don't know. He's got to be more susceptible to these like bad.
yeah, after you
concussions
keep
Oh,
getting
yeah.
them.
because like I don't know, his membrane or whatever it is might be worn or something.
Yeah, just like a fighter too. Like you lose your chin. Like
Yeah.
after
Yeah.
if you get knocked out a couple
It's
times,
not good.
you lose your chin.
It's,
Yeah.
it's not
Oh,
good.
like it's easy to get knocked out.
Yeah,
after that. I got
exactly.
Got it. I
You
didn't
see
know that.
his hands getting like
It's looking like the penguin, you know?
it's,
Like
it's scary shit.
Yeah,
I know.
rigor mortis shit.
I know. It's fucked up. But
All right.
So
Oh yeah. So what's your
so what do you got?
pick,
Your
man?
prediction?
Super Bowl prediction?
Super Bowl predictions.
I guess just pick a team. I guess you want. Is that what you want? Is that what you're looking for? Is that
I
the
mean,
answer? You're
only
looking for?
one team can win the Super Bowl.
Yeah,
it's
true.
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 Wasn't a trick question.
Oh, I didn't know if you wanted who's the 2 teams.
Oh,
going to-
I mean, what if you're confident enough to give both teams,
I
you
know. The Lions do look really fucking good. And the Chiefs look like shit, and they're fucking undefeated.
Hey, look at the first 2 games that New Orleans had.
Yeah, I know.
People were bouncing
I know.
at that bet.
I know, for real. Now,
Now it looks like
their,
shit.
Their coach got fired too, I
Yes.
think, right?
Yep, this week.
See, I was
Actually,
a big Lions
I think it was
fanboy last year too during the playoffs. So
yeah, so I think everybody was. I like the coach, man. You want
I
to run
know.
through a wall.
but can they get past that threshold? You know,
Yeah.
I don't know.
I think the offense is too good. Like if they do face Kansas City,
Their defense is good too,
yeah,
even
I
without.
know their
Hutchinson.
defense did step up. I'm going with the Lions too.
Ooh.
I think it's a good pick.
Wow, 3 Lions,
Uh,
3 Lions picks.
Yeah, do it.
Wow,
Preseason, I thought the Texans, they just lost to the fucking Jets.
So you like Diggs going?
Yeah, it's only one
you were
game.
Very excited with that.
It wasn't really so much Diggs. It was Stroud. He's kind of had like a bit of a sophomore
Slump.
Yeah.
slump.
It's crazy too.
Well, the
because-
offensive line is definitely not as good as last year.
Yeah,
He's been getting sacked a lot.
I think it's
look at
become-
Mixon though. He's
Oh,
Mixon
Mixon's
has
killing
been,
there, and
he's
I
been
have him in one of
the
my
one
leagues.
the one saving grace of that offense that's kind of stood out
Yeah,
above all.
even like when they were down by so much, he still put up over 100 yards.
Mhm.
They have a very good balanced attack, I think.
I like
even
Tank
with Nico
Dell.
down and all them.
Nico Collins has been hurt, and I think that it's kind of become
I think he's due back
evident
soon,
just
too.
how important he is to that offense.
Yeah, he's a superstar receiver.
Now
Diggs is out for the season too.
Yeah.
now he might actually get the credit that I think that he's earned.
Who? Stroud?
Nico
Oh,
Collins.
Nico, yeah. He has to stay on the field, though.
He's never really had much of an issue with injuries, I don't think, in the past. He's missed the last few games.
Yeah.
But I think they're still too young, and I think they need another year or two to develop. Eventually,
That's crazy,
I think
too.
they will
Nico
have
got
their
hurt on a
chance.
touchdown catch. Blows my mind.
Really?
Yeah. It was a bomb. And he ran off the field and he never saw him again on the IR. I was like, what the hell? I have him. He scored a touchdown catch and he's done.
All right, I'm gonna say
Don't be a follower, bro.
I'm not going to.
Don't
That's
be
not
a
in your
follower,
DNA.
dude.
Even though I think the Lions are probably maybe the favorite right now,
The Jets?
just for the sake of
Picking the Jets?
being different, I am going to pick the Ravens.
Ooh, that's a good pick too. Deontay Johnson. Good pickup. I
Oh,
mean,
yeah,
Oh, he's
they
a Raven
picked
now?
up-
I didn't know this.
They
oh
picked
yeah.
up. Yeah, I remember. That was happening.
I mean,
today.
I think it's
Or
a good
yesterday.
pickup because they gave him nothing. It was like 5th round pick.
Oh, he was on the Panthers,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, it's going to be a lot of those. A lot of ending contracts, getting
Yeah.
round picks.
I mean,
Who's in it? Who's not?
he
It's
was
Tuesday, right? The deadline. It's in 2 days,
I
or
believe
it's
so.
tomorrow.
Tomorrow,
Tomorrow.
yeah. Yeah, Deontay Johnson, 5th round pick. He played in the playoffs a couple times with the Steelers. So I know the Ravens had a couple drops by the receivers in the playoffs last year. So I think it's a good pick. But
Dude,
they're a running team anyway.
Derrick Henry
Derrick
there.
Henry's,
Oh my God.
yeah,
Yeah, he's
he's a
absurd.
freak.
30 years old.
And it's crazy how Jackson still gets his yards.
They're a two-headed monster.
Absolutely not.
Justice Hill has complimented them really well.
They're the better version
passing
of
game.
the Lions, if you think about it.
Oh,
With
yeah.
Jackson and Henry being their two-headed monster instead of Gibbs and Montgomery, the two
Oh,
running
yeah,
backs.
yeah.
It's
I mean,
like
it's
they're a
pretty-
heavy run
It's pretty
team,
different,
but Jackson has how many yards? How many yards does he have in the air? He's got 2,300 yards in the air.
I mean, most
He's been
teams,
throwing
That's
like
crazy.
most teams have some form of a running back committee.
There's 9
Yeah.
games left.
You don't see
Like, he's
that
gonna be
many
Yeah,
teams
workhorses
anymore. You just have
4,800 yards?
one. Yeah.
And 30 touchdowns, probably 40 touchdowns he's on pace for.
It's my guy. MVP. 3rd MVP.
30.
And everyone said he was just a fucking running
I know,
back.
dude. And it pisses me
Wait,
off.
wait.
'cause He
didn't
was
you-
like,
oh, wait. Hold on.
I know. I
Hold
knew this was
on.
going to happen.
Let's go back to old podcast.
Yeah. Rewind.
Fucking, this guy was like, I don't want fucking Lamar Jackson. This guy's fucking trash. Because they were talking about trading him when his contract was up.
Yeah. Well, he was playing bad.
Oh,
What have you done for me lately? You ever heard of that?
Oh,
Is that,
so-
that's what he said?
yeah.
Yeah.
I think his quote that he said was, "He's a running back."
I
Yeah,
was
I think
pretty.
he
I was
did.
pretty. I was
He's a
pretty.
running
I was
fucking
shitting
running
pretty
back.
bad. But again, I don't know. I've had him a few times in my fantasy leagues too, so I don't know
Now
why.
your quarterback can't run at all.
And it's funny because he was drafted late. Maybe not late, like halfway. A lot of quarterbacks went before him.
Yeah, we talked about that.
All right, so let's. Do you want to introduce this new segment before we close off the football?
Oh yeah, I
part?
guess we could.
And then we'll move.
Oh,
on
a little parlay of
Yeah,
the week.
I kinda like
shall we
this.
go?
I feel like this would be a good time.
This will be fun.
Yeah.
All right, so
Yeah.
go ahead and explain it.
All right, so we're gonna pick a team each for a parlay of the week. We're gonna
How
bet
many?
it.
How many?
Well, we're gonna pick a team each.
So
Team each
it'll be
guy.
Four teams.
So eventually it'll be 4 teams when Kobe's back. This week
Okay.
we're gonna do 3.
Okay.
A 3-team parlay. Money line.
You pick whatever
Ooh,
you want.
I think you pick whatever you want.
Could be over
Yeah.
under.
Okay.
Money line,
Over under
spread.
money line
Oh, okay.
with the spread, whatever
like
you
that.
think is going to hit.
I like that. So we're each gonna pick a team. Put money down for
Couple
the parlay.
bucks. Yeah, a couple bucks.
No, hopefully we make the pot.
Unless you want to do $10 a guy, $40 parlay. That'll be a nice little payday.
Yeah, right. I'll take that.
I kind of like it.
Sure. I mean, I'm a little weary about going in and depending on
Yeah.
your picks.
Just
Yeah.
fade me.
But sure, why not? $10.
Sure, why not?
I
This
like it.
economy. It's
You
not-
gotta pick the
So
late.
this-
You gotta pick the late game. So like if we all,
it's all on me.
yeah,
We can hedge it.
we can hedge it and we'll be fine.
Oh, jeez. I kind of like that. All right. And it's only
All right.
Sunday football.
Sunday football.
1 o'clock, 4 o'clock games. That's it.
I
we
say
could do the
any,
night game.
any game Sunday. Yeah.
Any game Sunday.
Okay.
We'll stay away from Mondays. Stay away from Thursdays.
Oh, and the night game. I got you.
Yeah, we could do the night game.
Yeah. Sunday night. Okay. I like it. I mean, I haven't really looked at it
Who
yet.
wants to go first?
Sean, you got a lot of stuff written down
I
on
do,
that piece of
'cause I
paper.
thought that I was
so,
going to have to.
Yeah,
put
thanks
together
for
my
warning
own
me. I didn't know we
parlay.
were doing this.
I'm not
Now I
prepared.
got to look.
That's right.
All right, so
Let's talk this out. Well, Sean, you can go.
I guess
you
I'll
have
go
one?
first. You guys aren't going to be listening.
I
to
heard
me
you have
this
a
week.
multiple, but pick your favorite.
I do.
You
I've got 3.
Pick your favorite.
You got your top.
All right.
Oh, Giants are playing at 9:30.
I think we're gonna
Yeah,
go.
they're in Germany.
We're gonna take the over 46.5 points in the Commanders versus Steelers game in Washington.
Okay.
Okay, Washington's averaging over 30 points a game this season, aside from the game where Jalen Daniels hurt his ribs against the Bears, the Hail Mary doink, where Tyreek Stevenson was celebrating.
The doink.
They scored 18 points that game, but like I said, Daniels was hurt. And if you exclude that game, they're averaging over 30 points a game. And then the Steelers, who were known for their defense with TJ Watt, since Russell Wilson's come back, they're averaging over 32 points a game. So you just combine those two, I think that it's going to be more points than people expect to see.
So you're picking the over?
And we're going to take over 46.5 in that game.
Okay.
So Steelers,
write this
Commanders?
down. So over 46.5.
What side are you using?
FanDuel.
FanDuel. Okay, because I'm looking at ESPN there.
Well,
at
what's the
44.5 on ESPN.
Even better.
But
Well,
yeah, that's
we
only
can't
ESPN.
bet on
Yeah, we
ESPN.
can't bet on ESPN. Sorry, I just looked it up quick.
Well, it's fine. It doesn't, whatever. You can still use it as a baseline.
I guess I should have went to MGM. I usually
well,
I don't have draft.
FanDuel, you can buy
FanDuel.
the points down too.
Well, it's not.
Oh man, you give them a free advertisement. What are you doing?
Well, you asked me.
No,
what-
that's
what's
okay.
the
that?
only
kidding.
platform.
I'm kidding.
You don't. I mean, you could just pick ESPN or whatever for just for now, and then
Yeah, well, let's go.
Go
with
off
it.
ESPN. That's
whatever
what
it
I'm
is,
going
it's
off
gonna
ESPN
be
too right now.
relatively close.
I mean, yeah, unless we wait, the lines may change as it gets closer to Sunday.
Wow.
But do you have a pick or no? I got a pick.
I do have a pick.
All right, go for it.
I got a pick. I forgot about the injuries. Mike Evans coming back?
No,
He's not coming back.
I don't think so.
For the whole season.
No, I
I mean,
mean
Godwin's
this
gone
week.
for the year.
Godwin's out for the year.
They're playing tonight too. Are they winning?
They're playing right now.
Yeah.
Who? Oh yeah, they are playing
Tampa.
right now. That's right.
I put a little sprinkle on that game. We went with the little bonus
did you?
pick. Well, I mean, it's not going to do anybody any good because the game's going on right now. It's raining in
Chiefs are up
at
10-7.
Arrowhead. I
10-7.
took
third.
I
Or in the
took
second.
the Bucks plus 9.5 under 47.5, and Rashad White over 27.5 passing yards. How am I looking?
Say it one more time. Rashad White.
Bucks plus 9.5.
Okay.
To cover.
Still early, so
Under 47.5 points.
that's looking okay.
And Rashad White over 27.5 receiving yards.
He has 17, 2 catches.
It's looking pretty
And
good.
you have a whole second quarter. Or a second and a half. Sorry.
It's looking pretty good. Just need the Bucks to stay within 9.5.
Mm-mm-mm.
I know I'm caught up looking at stats now.
You know what? I'm gonna go with that anyway. I'm gonna go
Bucks.
Bucks money line
Ooh.
on ESPN. They're plus 240. We're trying to make money here, boys.
Over. Who are they playing again?
They are playing the
Oh,
49ers.
oof. Okay, and you're fucking making fun of me, Sean?
You don't like that pick?
Wow. Are they home at least?
They are home.
All right.
Home,
Wow.
home dog.
Oh, all right. All right.
Yeah, come
I'm on to you. I'm on to you. I
home
see what you
dog.
did there. All right. I'm going to go.
Wait, how many points are they? Are the Niners favored by
6.5.
right now?
So I'm going to beat a dead horse here and go with my boys.
Lions -3.
Lions -3
-3.
on the road.
I had that on my bingo card here as well.
I don't think I think the Lions are playing well. It doesn't matter if they're home or away. Their run game is probably one of the best in the league, up there with the rest of them. I think Houston is a little depleted. They're missing a lot of their
probably
stars.
devoid of confidence coming
I
off
think
a loss to the
100%. I don't
Jets.
think
I know. Well, that could be a fucking
their
trap
confidence
game.
is
but
not
it's
there. It could be a trap game. You're right.
It's the 8 o'clock game.
The
We can
line,
hedge it.
I just don't think the line is
It's
big
true.
enough, considering how good
And you have a young team who could easily
side
be
is.
shaken by a bad loss.
mine
like
is
that.
-3 Lions
But you got to think it could be the script.
over Houston.
You got to consider the script.
Could be the script.
So
But
whatever.
think
I mean,
that's a fine pick.
Coming off a bad loss like that, going back home, Lions have been on a major high. I don't hate the pick.
I mean, I do agree with you it being a trap game.
It almost seems too good,
I know.
Yeah.
right? Like something's got to be.
Yeah.
Something's up.
The
Lions are
Lions
gonna-
have been so good. The Texans have been not that impressive.
And
No.
like
he's
the
Jets
beat
points
them
does
for
not
crying
seem
out
like enough.
loud.
he's picking a game. They're going to lose like 40-0.
I feel-
Jets beat them.
I feel like if
Like,
it was
come on.
if it was 5.5 points, I would have less questions. Like, you know what I'm saying? 3, it's just too.
They know something.
It's too good to be true.
They know something.
But
Correct.
I would just on my instinct, I would go with the Lions.
All right, little recap. We got the over. Steelers. What is it? You have,
I had 40
over
you had
ESPN,
44.5,
they're
I had
44.5.
So are you sticking to 44 and
It
a half?
doesn't matter.
Or
We'll
it doesn't
just-
matter.
whatever it
So
is.
whatever.
Yeah,
line
whatever
is.
we bet it.
Whatever it is.
It's
Okay.
just close.
All right. So whatever the over is.
Money
Moneyline Bucks
line Bucks.
as a home dog, which
Home
I
dog.
fucking love,
Love home dogs.
and Lions -3. We could buy a half point.
We're
Do you
not
believe in
buying
that
points.
shit?
We ain't fucking buying.
You don't believe in
points.
hooks?
Nah, fuck that
Okay.
shit. Well, if you tie in a parlay, you still win. Correct?
You tie in a
You're winning
parlay,
on the bets.
that one bet gets voided,
Yeah.
and the odds go down
Yeah.
for the other two.
But you still can win.
Yeah, so it's not a loss.
All right, so that's the new segment. We're gonna,
I like it.
some fresh blood. We're gonna try to
What would Kobe
incorporate
pick
something new.
if you had
What
to
would-
guess?
Kobe's.
He's a Giant
I
fan.
don't
You
know.
think-
He's not here.
Will he take anybody playing the Giants?
I think he's got a level head and he's capable
Yeah, true.
of being objective and picking a team from an unbiased vantage point.
Who are the Giants? They're playing the Panthers.
Somebody bad, yeah.
They're playing the Panthers. They're only a 5-point favorite on the road.
I do kind of like the Broncos over the Chief money line.
Hey, easy.
Money line. What the fuck is the matter with
I'm
you?
a big money line guy.
Dude, what's the spread?
I'm looking for the fucking money, bro.
No, I don't want to.
The spread is fucking high.
Listen, you do
is
your
it
own.
double
If,
digits?
if you're gonna pick the Broncos over the
Oh, that's
Chiefs,
fair.
you just do your own parlay. I don't want to be. I don't want to be involved
No, I
in
already,
anything like
I
that.
already picked mine.
Sean's already
Well,
worried about me.
This is why I always fucking lose, you know? I get fucking greedy. All right?
That would be one of the worst bets I've ever heard.
I'm telling you.
They just lost by like 40 versus the fucking Ravens.
Broncos are going to win, bro. I'm telling you.
Bo Nix.
Fucking telling you. Bo Nix has been playing pretty well.
He's been playing
Comes
okay,
my
but-
hero.
The Chiefs are 7-0 for a reason.
Yeah,
Well, and they haven't.
They're
even
due for a loss.
They are.
No,
Oh my God.
They're not. There's no such
They're
thing.
due.
Bo Nix comes
There's no
into
such
town.
thing as due. There's
Yeah.
no such thing.
Bo Nix-
Listen,
Wait, the Denver is home or away?
Nah, away.
Denver comes into
And Mahomes is not even like. Wait till he starts
It's
playing.
an
like
Arrowhead?
Mahomes.
He's not going to start playing.
Bo Nix, the new Arrowhead killer.
All right, so
All right, let's
that's
carry
that.
on. Carry on.
Do you want to talk a little
I like
bit
that.
about MLB free agency?
MLB, what about the fucking World Series, bro?
Well, all right, we'll start.
What about the fucking World Series? You're
Let's-
going to go straight to fucking free agency?
Okay, we'll do a quick recap. 2024. Why are you shaking your head?
Yankees got smoked.
I'm very
Sorry.
disappointed.
Sorry.
You know what? Look, this is the difference in expectations between a guy like me and a guy like you. Okay, my team made it to the NLCS. I'm thrilled. It was
I
a
know,
great season.
because they started like
Yeah.
0-10.
0-5.
I'm glad. I'm glad your goals aren't that high.
I think they were 22-33 or something like
Well,
that.
Yankees
after
fan
May.
fucking World Series a bust every year.
Nobody
Every
gave the
year.
Mets a shot,
year.
and they, it was a hell of a run. The Yankees haven't made a World Series in 15 years, so
It's
it's
true.
not like it's not like it's a year in year out.
Yeah, we
thing.
have 2024.
Before. What?
Nothing.
Before that.
Obviously they had the glory years in the 90s, but which watching the playoffs this year, especially, I gotta hand the Yankees a little respect because I don't think we're ever gonna see a dynasty in baseball like that again. Like the Astros had a couple seasons where, but for a team to win 3 out of 4 World Series, it's so hard in baseball. Like I feel like
the Houston Astros were the reason why the Yankees haven't seen a World Series in the last 50
and they were cheating,
years.
Especially now because there's so much fucking money involved. Like teams like the Dodgers, like they're throwing so much fucking money. Like,
yeah, the way they're setting their,
but even so,
their cap up.
The
is
Dodgers
insane.
are so good, but then like there's other like the Phillies. Their top 3 in the order: Kyle Schwarber, Trey Turner, and Bryce Harper. Like they could challenge the Dodgers for the best top 3. They're not quite as good.
They're not. But nowhere near.
That's pretty scary. Top of the order to have to face. I was never comfortable during that series with the Phillies.
Yeah, no, they're a good team.
And there's a few teams like that who they can, they have a very scary top of the order or a lineup altogether.
And you know what's funny? It used to be at all AL. Like all the powerhouses were all in the AL, and now it's
the other way around.
Yeah, I have to admit, because I don't really watch too many NL games, being a Yankee fan, but
the Braves too. They had a lot of injuries this year, but if they're healthy, they're up there as well. There's some good teams. Like there's so much competition. I don't know. It's crazy to me that the Yankees were able to dominate for as long as they did.
Yeah, not gonna lie, the Yankees ran into Freddie Freeman, who had a fucking World Series of a lifetime.
Dude, you know what Freddie Freeman reminded me of? This series, the World Series, was the Boston days when it was the Manny Ramirez's, the David Ortiz's, the Dustin Pedroia's.
Yep.
It reminded me of that. Like every time he got up, my butthole clenched, and I was like, "What is he gonna do to us now?"
Been around one leg,
home run central,
4 games,
insane,
almost in the 5th game
Stanton. Too. Stan did the same thing to Cleveland.
Nobody expected.
He homered.
Yeah, but not in the World Series, bro.
He was the only one. He was the only one who was really like, kind of ironically, because you can never depend on him during the season. He's
and you know what?
Hurt. I'm
a Freddie Freeman fan too. So like, it killed me watching him do that to us. With his daughter and all that.
Oh yeah. His daughter or son?
It's his son.
Yeah.
So, what's going on with his family and stuff. So it's like
you're very happy for him.
So like, I kind of like, I have a heart. So
yeah,
I don't hate the Dodgers. Why? Because they're in the NL. So I know they're a powerhouse team, but
do you hate them now?
No, I still don't. No. I don't know. I've always liked their growing like throughout the years. Their pitching staff has always been cool, like fun to watch. Obviously they get all the high end free agents.
So how do you feel about Juan Soto coming to the Mets next year?
At first, the talk before the playoffs and the end of the regular season and going into the playoffs. Oh, the Met fan. I hate Met fans, by the way.
Fuck you. I hate Yankee fans.
No, you guys have a different way of thinking. You don't think logically, and so that's all I hear is, Mets are gonna pull out their huge cock and sign Soto to this huge deal. And the more I was like, no, fuck you, he's staying here. But now that I have clarity, post World Series clarity,
post nut clarity,
I'm actually okay if he doesn't sign. I don't care where he goes. If he goes to the NL, great. We don't get to fucking see him then. But
that's
I think the Yankees have so many holes to fill where I don't know if Soto is going to do the job plus the little fill-ins that we sign after him.
What do you mean so many holes to fill?
We have a lot of holes to fill.
They just made a World Series. How far back could they be?
We have a few like lineup players in the lineup now that might not be on the Yankees next year. So
can we talk about how good Ohtani is also?
He wasn't in the World Series.
Well, that's because everybody's afraid to pitch to him.
Yeah, they did pitch around
the Mets
a lot,
just
which I thought was
if he didn't hit a home
they
run,
didn't pitch around
put him on base every time. Yeah, and then you have Betts behind him, Freeman behind him.
Actually, they did. If they walked Betts, and then like you just said,
yeah,
that was
Ohtani's. I think Ohtani's.
I think everybody ripped Boone for that, including me.
Yeah, he got a lot of shit.
Yeah, which I can't believe he still has a.
I was talking to Kopi. a couple of days ago, and I was asking him about his. He's taking a test to get promoted in the courts or whatever, and I was asking him if he deals with a lot of judges, and if he knows any judges that drop the ball from time to time.
Oh my god!
You know,
You.
like the judges you deal with, do they ever drop the ball? Would you say? And he didn't get it at first. He's like, they're people just like anybody else. They make mistakes just like me and you.
Wow.
And I was capitalizing judges and putting "drop the ball" in quotes. And he must all that studying, like he's kind of lost it.
He's burnt.
I actually had a buddy dress up as judge for Halloween.
Oh, I was gonna say, yeah.
It was Andrew Gillies. Yeah. Fucking guy.
He's got.
And he was just running.
He would run around
just drop the ball.
Oh man! Yeah,
like, you got to be kidding me.
Funny. Yeah, he's got to feel like shit because that error, like, kind of directly led to like the end of the World Series.
I've gotten into fights with Met fans that they think Garrett Cole is the reason why we lost.
No,
they shouldn't have took him out of that game.
No,
they left him in for a long time.
They should have took him out of any of the games.
Yeah.
He's our guy.
They just re-signed him today.
Yeah.
So that's
I mean, I knew that was going to happen. Opt out, re-sign. Everybody does that. And Cole's a Yankee. He grew up a Yankee fan. He wasn't going anywhere. He doesn't want to go anywhere. But I don't know. Like, you going back to that question, am I going to be mad that Soto didn't sign with the Yankees? Of course. After that, when, say he signs with the Mets, and say they sign Burns to a big deal, I think that's an upgrade that I think the Yankees were lacking this year in starting pitching. There's a lot of free agents out there. Christian Walker, because I think Rizzo's he's done. Him and his broken fingers. There's a bunch of guys.
It's going to be an exciting offseason. The post-World Series interview with Juan Soto, he basically just said, I'm going to go. Whoever pays me the most, that's where I'm going to go.
Dude, I would say that too.
He
said that?
He didn't sugarcoat anything. They were like, do you want to be a Yankee? Is what I don't remember the exact words, but that was
a
pretty
Yankee
much what I asked him.
I don't give a fuck.
That was
Give me the money.
basically what he said.
Yeah.
He's like the PC generic answer would be, I like playing here. I love the fans. We're going to listen to all the offers and see what happens. I don't know what's going to happen yet, but I like it here.
Yeah.
That's what, and he was just like, nah. Like,
yeah, you can tell he's really not that
like,
type of guy.
I'm going to listen to everybody's offer, and like, didn't like praise the Yankee fan base or anything.
Yeah.
Like, but there was no mincing words. There's no confusion about where his state of mind is. I think he actually is just going to go to whoever pays him the most. So I don't know if Hal over there is going to fork over the money they need, but
Definitely not. Yeah.
Uncle Steve, on the other
Uncle
hand,
Stevie.
I think they're going to put out a decent offer, and it's just going to be obviously.
It's just going to be beat.
I think Stevie is going to put out the biggest offer.
He already said,
and then he's going to have to decide.
He's not going to be beat.
So I think he's going to decide. Do I want to stick to a team maybe and take less money and try to win this World Series, or take money? Yeah. Again, did the Mets have a shot? Yes, they just went to the ALDS, or NLDS. So they have a shot too again. But
NLCS,
CS, whatever.
Don't shortchange us.
Don't short.
My
empties.
The thing is, Soto said, I don't really take this seriously because obviously he's gonna try to create as high of a market bidding price for him as he can, but he wants 700,000 Ohtani money.
700 million.
I mean, 700 million. Yeah. Ohtani money.
Yeah.
He's not worth 700 million.
He's average, not average. I would never say
500 is, I'd say, probably what he's worth.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
obviously
he's probably going to get fucking 700.
He's probably going to get.
I don't think he will. I don't think he will. That's too much.
I don't think
any other team's going to pay that much for him.
Ohtani didn't pitch this year, but he will pitch eventually for the Dodgers.
Yeah.
And
that's why he's worth that much.
Right.
Yeah. I agree.
Yeah.
I definitely agree.
I think he could get 500.
And the other guy I was talking about with the Yankees is Bregman. He's available too. So because I don't know if they're going to sign Torres. Although, do I think Torres played well in the playoffs? I think he did. Not so much in the regular season. As some people that
want to keep
that
Torres?
I know. don't like his hustle. They don't like his demeanor.
Oh.
But when it comes to making adjustments, he's one of the best. He makes a lot of errors. I don't know, mental errors.
Yeah, so the next
don't
few
know.
weeks are going to be exciting. I hope that the Mets can afford to bring back Alonso too. Obviously, they're going to get Soto.
Now, yeah, did he throw a number out there or no?
No, he's not. That's not what he's about. But he does like playing for the Mets. And
Yeah,
I
I think
wants
the
to.
Mets are going to re-sign Alonso.
So we're going to sign Soto and Alonso.
Yeah,
I
and
think so,
they're gonna lose a lot of people too.
Well,
that they're gonna have to replace. Like
you
I
guys
think-
need pitching too. 'Cause
Yeah, I think Manaya's gone.
Oh, yeah.
Um,
Wow, you guys went from top of the line pitching to
I mean,
putting a Sandlot team
they
together.
overachieved though.
Yeah.
Like they have all these wash.
That's crazy. You
all
guys,
these
you guys
wash
had
guys.
5 studs like not that
Severino.
long ago.
Severino, and
Yeah.
they played better with the misfits that they.
That's crazy.
Yeah, Severino.
Yeah, what was it?
I think
It was
Harvey, Syndergaard, Wheeler.
no. I'm going after that with Scherzer.
Oh well.
Oh,
I mean, that wasn't as
DeGrom.
good.
Yeah, but he really didn't pitch.
That
well
wasn't
for
as
them.
good
Wheeler.
as a staff. No, they didn't have.
Actually,
Scher-
Wheeler
They
was
didn't have
gone.
Wheeler?
Yeah, they didn't
Yeah.
have Scherzer and Wheeler at the same
No.
time. Sure, Verlander, but
Am I just talking about the All-Star team?
Oh,
from the last-
Verlander too. Yeah.
Oh yeah,
I mean,
Verlander.
they had Verlander and Scherzer, but they were both kind of washed.
Yeah.
In 2015, they had
Harvey,
this is before
Syndergaard.
Harvey, DeGrom, before he was like really DeGrom,
Yeah.
but he was still DeGrom. Syndergaard, while he was still a top of the rotation guy. Wheeler before he was Wheeler, and Steven
Matz.
Matz,
That's
who
yeah.
kind of fizzled.
Could've-
But
what the hell happened to DeGrom? I haven't heard him.
he was
Is
hurt.
he
for
hurt
a
still?
while.
Yeah.
He came back at the end of the season.
How'd he do?
And he pitched well.
Oh, he did. Okay.
Yeah. But
All right,
he's-
so he'll
But
be
he's
back for
probably-
next
he's
year.
coming
He's
off
probably going to
for
get hurt
Tommy
again.
John.
Oh,
Man, talk
Yeah.
about a guy who was unhittable
Yeah,
to.
his numbers are like
Where'd he go?
insane. Yeah, he's a guy that only have fond memories of him as a member of the Mets. I didn't. He did what he had to do.
Yeah.
But
He was a
Yeah,
gamer.
he
That
was-
guy was a
I
gamer.
think we got rid of him perfect time.
yeah,
Not gonna
and
lie.
he was. Oh, he was always. Like Syndergaard was
I'll
kind
tell
of like shit talked
Yeah.
the fan base on his way out and stuff. He never did any of that. He was very
I'll
gracious.
tell you who he didn't get rid of in time was Wheeler. That guy's still a stud.
Still good.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Yeah, they
So
should,
I think he's
paid him.
He got way better after
Yeah,
he left.
He's a
though.
top-notch
Yeah.
pitcher.
He
that
was,
guy.
but
He was okay.
The
on
last
that.
season here, he was
Yeah.
good. That's why he got so much money. Like the writing was on the wall that he was going to become a front of the rotation guy. So yeah, that's baseball.
Yeah,
It's
man.
baseball. You want to
Yeah, so I hate baseball.
revert back to golf a little bit?
Sure, we'll
Ooh,
talk about
golf?
that.
What? What's that?
There's not
I mean,
a ton.
PGA season's over, LIV season's over, but a lot going on with a little combination, between LIV and
Yeah.
PGA.
That's what
Is that
they're
happening?
talking- I mean, that's what they're saying. Take this for what it's worth. It was report. I'm reading this verbatim.
I know
from
the
this
Sun
report.
UK. I'm like, I've never even heard of that.
But a report's a report.
It is.
Apparently, a deal valued at 1.3 billion United States dollars between the PGA Tour and LIV is close to being finalized, which would allow LIV events to be included under the PGA Tour umbrella in exchange for an 11% stake in the PGA Tour. Not only that, but Tiger and Rory McIlroy apparently have played a major role in pushing this kind of across the finish line. Those were two of the most vocal opponents of LIV, and now apparently they're working as hard as anybody to try to get it done.
I think because they're starting to realize that the more,
If you can't beat them, join
the
them.
more,
Yeah.
not. I don't
mean-
think that. I think he's realizing because he's had such a good. He looks forward to the Ryder Cup every year.
Right.
He looks forward to the majors because they're invited.
You don't want to gatekeep
So,
any of these.
I feel
any
like
of the best players from these
Yeah,
big.
he wants
tournaments or-
these big time players to like go against again.
We've seen the Ryder
Yeah.
Cup last year. You know, DeChambeau wasn't there. There were some live guys, but the opportunity was not like you couldn't. Obviously, you couldn't have the live tour with Ryder official world golfing
Rankings,
ranking
yeah.
points.
Yeah.
So it was impossible to weigh both tours on equal footing, and this hopefully will work in a way that you
Give
can
them
include-
ranking points.
Yeah.
So
I mean, it has to,
now
right?
LIV.
Players are-
So these guys can just play with LIV and play with the PGA Tour.
Yeah.
But PGA,
I don't know. Can they play other tour events, individual events? I don't know if that's separate still.
or is just under the umbrella?
I think they're still going to be in live, but there will be like a
It'll be part
financial
of the-
interest
yeah.
between.
Hmm.
So maybe like my guess is that it would be like PGA Tour Live division or
Yeah.
something like that.
Gotcha.
So they'll play together.
But the guys
still
playing
have
on
two
live
different.
can't play in the PGA Tour. You think
I don't know for sure. That would be my assumption. It's all.
this
fucked
would
up
be a
now.
major win
How
for
would
the
that
PGA?
work?
I think.
I think it would be a win for both of them.
I mean, live 1.3 billion for 11%. They're also getting 2 board members, I think, on the PGA board. I heard.
Okay.
I did hear that.
I also read that it was up to
But-
2 billion. But I could be.
I
mistaken.
heard that too.
Yeah.
What?
I think.
I don't
Up to
know.
2 billion.
Yeah, I think Kopi posted an article, ESPN article, right? I think,
It was right
or
after-
Fox Sports. They said 2 billion.
It's
Well,
So like 2 billion for
They could've
11%
rounded
stake.
up to,
It's
you know.
probably
really fucking
ongoing
nothing.
negotiations.
Yeah.
I mean, nothing's been
It's probably in
closed yet.
between.
as
Yeah,
far as I
nothing's
know.
somewhere.
closed. But like 11%, it's really nothing
It's not.
if you think about it.
I mean, if 11% is worth $2 billion, it must be
Yeah, how much
something.
I think the
this whole
PGA is
thing
going to
worth?
want live players to play in certain events. They're going to let them play in certain events so they can make more money off those events.
That would make sense, actually, to try to maximize their return.
Yeah,
I guess that
it would be pretty smart.
makes sense, yeah.
Like, so Rom could go play the
So
waste
the
management.
PGA would make that call. Who's
They're-
making that call?
If-
Both of them call.
Well, the PGA would be the majority owner, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
They would have the controlling interest. It
So
would
it
just be
sounds
live
like-
would be like a
Yeah.
subdivision of the PGA
Yeah.
Tour almost. I don't know. This is all kind of speculation. This is just a little blurb that I read
But
on the internet.
that would be
the other day.
smart for the PGA to do that.
Yeah, I don't know, but it seems like we're as close to collaboration as we ever have been.
Yeah, finally a deal, maybe.
So we've got a couple of months before the PGA Tour season kicks off, and I guess the live season too. So there's some time for all this to kind of materialize and play out. There hasn't been any meaningful golf really, I think, since the Tour Championship,
No.
which Scotty Scheffler won a couple months ago. So we're in. It's almost like
Other than YouTube.
it's almost YouTube golf,
Yeah.
yeah, which is taking over the world. It's almost like obviously it's not, but it's sort of the in between season, almost like free agency for golf right now, where everybody's waiting to see what develops and what plays out leading up to the next season for both PGA Tour and LIV.
Yeah, because you're probably not going to see any live signings for a while now until this is finalized.
Yeah,
You
it's so
think?
crazy. Like 10 years ago, nobody ever would have thought there would be 2 competing tours who
No.
might work together, and then now you have the TGL, the Tiger Woods
Yeah.
indoor golf. Like it's just all fucked up,
It is fucked up.
you know. I kind of miss just like the pure,
Pure
just-
golf.
yeah.
Fucking.
but I guess that's the business of it. Things
That's it.
evolve and change.
Yeah, you
I
just
mean,
ma-
YouTube golf is almost bigger than the PGA and live,
yeah.
It's gonna keep. Yeah, they're talking about
Making
creating
their own-
tour.
yeah.
Yeah, which people would watch.
which
It's relatable,
fuck.
you know.
I mean,
I
they
forgot-
do have championships. I've seen those on there.
they're
Yeah.
doing like a par 3 league. I forgot the name of it, but
Oh, whatever happened to all the stuff that like Tiger and McIlroy came out with, like the indoor stuff?
That's
Well,
what
it's
you
just-
were talking.
I didn't know.
That's
I didn't know that's what you're talking about. I thought you meant
Yeah.
like on YouTube. They're coming up with like.
you made Sean
par
drop
three.
a hard R.
No, I literally thought you meant like on YouTube. They're coming up with like a
Oh
their
no,
own
no,
league.
no.
We
But
need-
we heard about this.
we need to
McIlroy
renormalize
shit,
that
like,
word. Okay,
And
feel
I
like
haven't
it's
seen
been-
anything on TV at all.
I feel like it's been
No,
unfairly
I haven't heard
criminalized.
any advertisement for that.
So did it just like go away or?
I don't think so, but
No, it's coming back. It's starting up. It hasn't
Oh,
started yet.
yeah.
Oh,
I don't
alright.
think it's going to be any good at all.
I haven't seen any advertisement. That's crazy.
I just can't see it being any good.
Yeah, I don't know.
Like is the indoor thing, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a sim, then it turns into the short game, pretty much. They
Yeah.
probably have.
I don't. It doesn't seem very exciting. I don't.
No,
see it
I
working.
can't see it
unless
being
they
any good.
somehow make it. I don't know. I don't know how. It seems dumb.
You guys ever watch Big Break?
I used to when it was.
I think
on.
they should come up with something like that.
Big break.
Yeah, it's like the
So
amateurs
Big
that
Break
try to.
was a show. It was initially on. They had like subsequent seasons, but I used to watch it when it first came out on the Golf Channel, like 20 or 25 years ago.
There's like 40 seasons.
Where it was a reality show. This is before reality TV was really popular,
Yeah.
so it was kind
It
of
was
like
a
a
while.
pioneering concept.
Like if you watch old episodes, the TV is like grainy.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
So
Yes.
they had whatever it was, 10, 12 guys, regular people, not professional golfers. Some of them had a background in professional golf, but teachers or,
Mm-hmm.
whatever, construction work, like all different types of people who were probably
That had a
scratched.
pretty good handicap.
Yeah, most of them
Okay.
were probably at least scratched.
Yeah.
And then they would compete in all these different challenges and stuff. And then the last two would have a match, and the winner of the show, whoever the last man standing was, would get an exemption status for X number of. Back then, it was the whatever the nationwide tour is,
Yeah.
or the what is it now? What is it now?
Not
It was the nationwide tour. Now it's the
Not the Corn Ferry.
Corn Ferry Tour.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And then, they would get exemption into like a handful of events, which would give them a chance to earn their card.
Oh, that's
And
pretty
I don't
cool,
think
yeah.
anybody ever really...
Yeah, it was actually a pretty cool show.
Actually, Tony Finau, this was after I watched it, but on one of the, I don't know, Big Break 10 or something, or 12, him and his brother were both on it. And I think that's actually how Finau
oh, that's cool.
became pro. He's like the only one that really...
Yeah.
That it
Oh,
led-
shit.
And then they have like female ones where if you go back, I guarantee you a lot of them are on the LPGA.
But it was good. It
tour
was
now.
good TV.
Oh, wow.
Like, just, obviously, kind of like the challenge or whatever.
Yeah, yeah,
like, you kind of...
When was like the
Like
last
they
year?
have like window breaking, like
yeah.
like different crap that you would never think of.
Right,
Oh,
right.
yeah.
Like there's a
Different
huge wall.
challenges, yeah.
You have to hit a flop shot over this big ass wall.
Oh yeah, wow.
And
I'm
you
shocked I
pick-
never heard.
Yeah,
of that.
no,
It's
it's actually
old. It's
cool.
like-
It's
Yeah.
old. You got to look it up.
25 years ago is when
Oh,
it was
is that
popular.
far away?
Yeah, it was
Oh,
far
wow.
away. I
Yeah.
still see on Verizon, like the Verizon channels, they have that playing 24 hours.
I saw when we were in Austin, it was on TV.
Oh really?
It was like a rerun. I was watching it.
You gotta check it out. You would love it.
Where the fuck was I?
I don't know. You guys were like...
I don't think
sleeping
you
or
were into
something.
golf.
No. In Austin, when we
Oh,
were for
in
Kopi's
Austin,
bachelor
yeah.
party, I
It
was
was like
laying
during
in,
this big
Yeah,
break.
25 years ago. Yeah, when
Yeah.
I was 10 now.
I was
Definitely
laying
not.
on the couch, and I think it was like season 3 or something. It was on, and I was like watching it for a little while.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, you
That was the first time I had thought of it.
because they talk shit and it's pretty fun.
Yeah, like it's
It's like
clashing
rivals.
personalities. Like
Yeah.
some people hate each other. And
There's
Oh, nice.
fights. Oh yeah,
pick somebody that you would root
We're gonna have
for.
to
and-
look it up on
yeah,
YouTube
you have
now.
to check
Yeah.
that out.
I don't know when the last season was, but there were quite a few seasons.
Hmm.
Yeah, that was good entertainment though. Good TV.
Look at that.
Um,
Learn something new every day.
all right.
That's it.
Before we wrap this up, I just want to I got to talk about the Knicks. My Knicks.
Oh, boy.
We're a week into the season.
Okay.
Big trade. Karl Anthony Towns.
It is a big trade.
I'm hopeful.
That is
I'm
really,
hopeful.
that's an exciting trade. I
How
gotta
are they
admit.
playing? I haven't looked at
They're
all.
3-2.
Yeah.
They got absolutely annihilated by the Celtics.
Timeout.
on opening
Nice.
night, but it was a record.
They almost broke a
against
record
Celtics.
in making 3-pointers in
Yeah.
one game.
Okay.
I've
So-
never seen anything like that in my life.
The Knicks played really well, and they got
I don't
killed.
know about
Oh,
that.
that game?
They were
Yeah.
down by 40 in like the first half.
They lost by 20 something.
It wasn't as close as that though.
I
They were
understand,
down
but
by
they
like
still
30
played.
at halftime.
Look at their stat lines. Cover up the Boston ones and look at the Knicks stat lines and compare it to any other game.
I'm not going to say they played well,
I
but
thought they played well. They
you
didn't
know,
defend
but
the three
I
well.
will say nobody in the team would have beat the Celtics.
Yeah,
Nobody in the league would have
nobody
beat
in
the
the league
Celtics.
that day.
Um,
No chance.
So they tied the NBA record for threes made in a game, and with
And they let off the gas.
with like 6 minutes left in the game.
They did hit a three for 8
and
minutes.
They
6
must
to
have
8
missed
minutes.
their last like
Really?
25 threes or
Yeah.
Oh my god.
just one after
They let
another.
off the gas.
Um,
But no. Sean's excited.
But since then, they played pretty well. It takes a little time to get
The gel, the
new
mojo
pieces,
going.
Yeah. Sad to see DiVincenzo go. I liked him,
Yeah.
but I think it had to be done. So we'll see. I'm cautiously optimistic. It's going to be tough to beat the Celtics, but maybe with a little luck and an injury to Jason Tatum, it's possible.
It's not even him, dude. That whole team, just all they do is shoot threes.
They're good. They're a good team.
There was one point, all 5 guys were outside the line, perimeter.
Yeah, fuck them.
Fuck them. Fuck. It's like,
All right, that's all I got. Just wanted to.
So you got
Yeah, just wanted
Yeah,
to.
man.
yeah. One thing I want to bring up, I actually am an ambassador for Bucked Up now.
What's up?
fucked up.
Bucked Up. You never heard of Bucked Up?
Mm-mm.
Not Nike.
Not Nike. That never came through. Fuck you, Nike.
Turns out it was a fraud.
It was a fraud. They just wanted pictures of me in my underwear. Sent that for no reason.
Oh my god!
But I am an ambassador for Bucked Up. It's pretty much like a workout supplement company. They have pre-workout. They actually have a golf shot, like an energy golf shot that I've been using a lot.
Do they have an energy drink at all?
Yeah, they have energy drinks, everything.
Gotta try that.
I'll give you the golf shot. I tried the Birdie Blast, you know. They have a couple, like, I forgot it, par or something. But very good. Doesn't give you any anxious feelings, any jitters, nothing like that. But if you want 20% off, Case in One promo code.
Ooh.
Put in Case in One for
Right here.
20% off. Right, and hook it up. Get a little pre-workout going.
Love
But
it.
that's pretty much it.
I'll use that in January
There you go.
when I actually go to the gym. Hopefully,
Boost you up.
knock on wood.
Knock on wood.
Cross my fingers.
So I'll give you a little birdie shot. Or a golf shot.
oh, you know what we didn't do?
What?
Crap! I'm mad. We
Oh,
didn't do this.
shit. What?
What?
We didn't do the shot that we do every year. God damn it, Kobe.
God damn it. Well,
I'm
we'll
blaming
wait
on
till
Kobe.
No, we'll wait till Kobe comes back.
Yeah, so I'm
To,
blaming on him.
yeah, season 3 shot.
Word.
That's pretty much it. That's all we got, right?
Yeah, tomorrow's election day.
Oh, tomorrow's election.
Yeah.
day.
That's right.
Don't forget to vote.
Please vote.
Nobody's gonna. By the time everybody sees this, we're gonna know who the
Don't
president.
forget to vote the right
We gotta get this
way.
world right. We gotta get this world right.
Right. Right. Yeah, right.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I'll agree with that.
Do I
Right.
get to, now? Do I get to say my ending? Let's go Navy. All right, let's go Navy.
Let's go
Let's
Navy.
go Navy. They got blown out by Irish. Let's go Irish. Boom.
Oh, my God.
Where am I? I'm repping my Fighting Irish today.
Let's go Navy.
Did you go to Notre Dame?
I did not go to Notre Dame. I've been a fan for a while.
Mm.
So, yeah. they're
You a
looking
fan?
good.
I couldn't tell.
No.
All right. Well, let's go Navy.
Let's go Navy.
Follow the Instagram. Till next time. Carry on.